Hey, what's the random little thing that you love to do, or rather that you loved to do? For me, up until about 2 years ago, I used to go for drives and walks late at night, not to anywhere special, although I guess the fact that I was doing it at 1, 2 in the morning made it special, but it was more about the people I was with or what I was doing at the time. A lot of the time, I'd be with some of my closest friends or some developing friends or friends that even if I don't see them regularly, I'd always go really deep with. And then because I started working early mornings, that naturally had to stop. Otherwise, I'd be like driving from having hot chocolate at a mountain at the back of our city into work without having slept. And that's not a good life choice. But here's the thing. I notice anytime I'm up later at night or I'm out later at night, how much my heart pines for those late night walks and those late night drives and those late nights just listening to a playlist of music that I really, really love. And I notice that when I'm on holidays and I get to do that again, how much more creative and how much more me and how much more on track and happier with life I am when that happens. Maybe for you, though, it's writing fan fiction or playing social sport. Here's the thing, I think, though, is that as we get older and our lives start getting more adult and we pick up more commitments, because let's face it, it's important to do things and feel like we're really busy, right? That's one of the parts of getting older. We start to replace that time that we used to do things that we really valued and really meant something to us with like a Netflix binge session. Because that's so easy, right? Like I've noticed it with 13 Reasons Why. Once I start, it's really hard to stop. And then I realize I've watched a 13 episode season of 1 hour episodes over the course of like 3 days. It's like, crap, that was 13 hours of TV pretty much in 3 days straight. And you do that because you're tired and you're busy and it just seems all too hard to do that thing you love, because that takes energy, and that's energy that you're giving to work or you're giving to study or you're putting into other places. But when you go back and really commit to doing that thing you used to love doing for no other reason than doing it because you love it, not for likes, not to impress people, not to fill out your calendar even more so you can turn off the voice in your head saying something's not right. When you go back to something that you love doing just because it made your heart feel happy, I reckon you'll notice a huge change in how you think and what you appreciate. What's that thing that you did? Maybe the last time you did it you were 12 and now you're 40. Maybe it was a year ago. Whatever it is, go and find it and dig it up. I'm going for a road trip down the Gold Coast to the Max Brenner there, because we used to do that drive all the time late on a weekend night. Me and the people I was closest to. Just for the chats, not the chocolate. Also, I've got work tomorrow morning, so I'm not going to go do that drive now. But I will, I promise. In the next week, I'll do it and I'll show you.
There goes the same, there goes the same.